Are you ready, kids? The Spongebob Movie, Sponge Out of Water. So the Spongebob Movie, Sponge Out of Water is the sequel to the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, which came out in 2004, which is based off the Nickelodeon show, which started way back in 1999. And something you guys might not know about me is that I actually really like SpongeBob. I have the first 3 seasons and then the movie too. That earlier SpongeBob stuff was awesome back when Steven Hillenburg, the creator of the show, was still attached to it. And then after the movie came out, it kind of like dropped off in quality because he left and it, got popular and they had to make it a little bit more, I don't want to say family friendly. They had to tone it down a little bit, let's just say that. So in this new movie, SpongeBob, Patrick, all of them, they're going to get the Krusty Krab secret formula back from this pirate played by Antonio Banderas, who has this storybook that he kind of interacts with, and there's a time machine in there somewhere, and they go above water. It's a really weird story. And I was watching the trailers for this movie, and I was like, alright, the 2D scenes look a lot like classic SpongeBob. The 3D scenes are eh. And that 3D stuff actually is only for the last little bit of the movie. So don't trust the marketing. The majority of this movie is actually in 2D. So I was going into this movie and I was like, alright, hopefully it can be good. And I came out of this movie and I was like, oh, maybe not. The movie starts off and it felt like classic SpongeBob. They had a lot of little throwbacks to older episodes of SpongeBob, which I got and I thought they were hilarious. Just little background characters or one line that a character might have said in a past episode that he says in this movie. Ultimately, I just feel like this movie was a little too polished. And what I mean by that is SpongeBob used to just be really harmless fun. You just you go in, you accept the fact that SpongeBob's a really goofy character, it's really dopey and, gets into shenanigans with Patrick and whatnot. In this movie, they have to shoehorn in this whole, moral about teamwork and working together and all of that. And the first movie had its morals too. Yeah, I talked about, SpongeBob being a kid and, you can't really change who you are, something like that. But in this movie, it just beat you over the head with it so much. I just wanted more of SpongeBob doing his SpongeBob stuff. There were a couple jokes that had me actually laughing pretty hard. There were a couple jokes where I was like, okay, this is why I stopped watching SpongeBob. And then eventually they get above water and there was a couple of funny parts in there. But for the most part, I was just kind of sitting there like, okay, when are we going to get back to the 2D stuff? I think if this movie did come out 10 years ago, I would have enjoyed it a little bit more. That being said, if it came out only a couple years after the first SpongeBob movie and I was still in the demographic to watch SpongeBob, I feel like if I had those 2 movies and I could compare them back in the day, I still would like the first movie a little bit more. So if you do have kids who are fans of SpongeBob, or you are a fan of SpongeBob right now, you'll probably like this movie. It just didn't really do a whole lot for me. I went in, kind of expecting a lighthearted, fun adventure, and that's ultimately what it is, I guess. I just wanted more. So I'm gonna give the SpongeBob Movie, Sponge Out of Water, a C+. I think that it is entertaining. You can watch this movie and you won't want to kill yourself or anything, but it's just not, what it could be. It didn't reach its potential, I guess that's what I'm saying. So for you guys that have seen SpongeBob, what's your favorite quote from a SpongeBob, either episode or a SpongeBob movie? I'd actually have to think about my answer for that, but I think I'd go with, is mayonnaise an instrument? No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument. Horseradish is not an instrument either. I'm sorry. I like SpongeBob, whatever. So comment down below with your favorite line from SpongeBob, and thanks so much for watching this video, guys. If you liked it, click subscribe to check out more videos, and I'll see you guys next time.